myself Narmada. I am a senior software engineer, so having 9 years of experience as a Microsoft technology. Today agenda how you can use SSIS for each loop ADO enumerator. So the ADO enumerator it's basically used to iterate over the database object. Okay. In this video post, it will help you to learn the steps in configuring ADO enumerator to transfer records from SQL database tables to Excel. Okay, let's begin. I'm creating new SSIS package. So let me showcase the first steps what we are going to achieve. So this is the table, person that address table. So in this table, this table data only we are going to export. So you maybe have questions. So if you want to export, you can use data flow task, then you can export, right? So like this. But in this scenario, what we are going to do, you could see city, right? City, there are a lot of cities present. Based on city, the city respective record alone I want to export. I just want to export. Like with you have scenario. For example, here I'm just grouping data city wise. You could see 204 cities present. Each city have a number of records. So you may be asked like, okay, I can go and export this data by using data flow task. So then how many data flow tasks you need to create? 204 data flow task, right? Because every time you want to export that into different CSV file. You don't want to up and or you don't need to overwrite, correct? You just want a separate file for each city. So then you can imagine you cannot create 204 data flow task, right? So because you want file data, each city data in the separate file. So then in this case, what we can use, then only the for each ADO and enumerator uh, will be play major role. By using one ADO enumerator for loop, ADO enumerator, you can loop through each city and when we are looping each city, we can export the respective record. For example, for each ADO enumerator, uh, to perform this activity, you need city details, correct? First step, you need to collect the distinct city and you have to store into SSIS variable. Okay, step 1, find the distinct city and store into SSIS variable. Store data, city data into SSIS object variable. So then from object variable, you can iterate each city one by one by using for each ADO enumerator. While iterating each city, you can export the data to Excel. This is the concept. So let me open. So first step is what? You need to identify distinct city and store into SSIS variable. So then which task will be helpful? Execute task. Execute task. Open this. Connection, create new connection. So Microsoft OLUDB driver for SQL Server. Server name give and catalog select HCM. Test the connection. Connection succeeded. Click OK. Now SQL statement give the SQL statement. I just want to find out distinct city. Click OK. Then you just put the result. So we are expecting the full result need to be stored into variable, correct? So you need to select full result set and result set you just go and just store that result set to one of the variable. So create new variable, variable name, result set. Click OK, click OK. We have created executed SQL task. The step 1 completed. We are just identifying the distinct city and we store that distinct city detail to result set variable. Okay. So next step, we have to iterate each city one by one. In the object, it's stored each city. So I just want to read one by one each city. So for that, you just use for each loop container. Connect this, open that loop container, select collection. The collection should be enumerator should be for each ADO enumerator. Okay. So now the variable result set. I just want to read the result set. So variable mapping, I have to create one of the variable because city variable I'm just creating. What I want in the city variable, I just want to store whatever data I am reading from the collection. That means from the result set, full result set variable, we have list of city, correct? The each city, while we are iterating, each time we need to store that value to variable city. In the city, it will be stored. Click OK. Now data flow task, drag and drop data flow task here, because each time while iterating I just want to fetch data from SQL server and I want to load the data into Excel file. Okay, just open source SSIS OLEDB OL, if where is source OLEDB DB source. Just create new connection. Every time I am creating new connection for your understand purpose, so create OLEDB driver, select server name, catalog should be select HCM. There the connection got succeeded. Click OK. So now data access mode SQL command you need to choose, because every time the command will be dynamic, because you need to pause every time city, right? Each city I just want to fetch every time while for loop container looping every time. So then you have to do parameter mapping, create variable. Why we need to create already city variable? We created that one. Here it's having the city value, correct? So just that parameter will be passed to this question mark. Okay, click OK. So here, if you see here, we just use the spatial location. This is image data type. You see, the image data type, we cannot export this data to flat file. Okay, then just ignore this, click OK. So then destination you have to choose which one, flat file destination, because I am just going to store the data to CSV file. And now new connection manager, I am just using delimited. Browse the file for each ADO enumerator. I am just giving the first city here. Open text qualifier double quotation. Columns name in the first data row you have to select, because SQL server having the first row having the column, correct? So that's one. Click OK. Mapping you check. Mapping all are properly matched. Click OK. Okay, now we have defined source and destination. Now, if you see here, flat file connection manager, so here how we are exporting data. If you see each time it will be overwritten to this city, right? So we right now our scenario is not to overwrite with same Excel data, right? So ba ballot.csv in this file every time data will get overwrite. So this is not the case, right? Every time we just want to make the connection as a dynamic, and I just want to export data to different CSV file. So what you have to do, you have to make the connection as dynamic. So for that purpose, you need to create the expression. Before that, let me create variable for the path, in which path I just want to export. Just make string. Okay, now city already have some values. Okay, so then close it. Now just go expression, click expression, result set, evaluate expression. Sorry, not result set, the path, right? We are just going to make path as a dynamic. So plus within double quotation slash, if you evaluate, sorry, here if you evaluate, okay, so now you need to write the city variable. Okay, and after that I just want dot csv. Okay, now there is no value in city, that's why it's a blank. Okay, click ok. Now save it. We just make the connection as a dynamic. If you see, the now connection string looks like different. Why it's not showing? Let me create again. Expression, paste it, path plus. Okay, if you see fx symbol, right, this means the connection string created as a dynamic. So initially it's not solved, so it may be not saved. That's why I have created again. Just click save. Now we have set up all things. We'll just start. Okay, what is the error? You can see. Okay, some data type issue looks like the data type issue in select distinct city. So the assignment variable, result set variable have some issue. Just go and check result set variable is a object or not once. Result set variable is string. It's not correct. You have to select object. Okay, save it now. Now run it. So it's a looping. That's why it's taking this much time. If you see here, every file it's creating every file. So it's completed. Just go and check the same path. For here only we just choose to export, right? Just check all files got created or not. All are created with different size. Okay. See 204 items created. How many cities we exported? 204. Okay. So this is what you need to play around with ADO enumerator. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you understand well. So if you like, just please subscribe my channel and also please comment me if you need any clarification. Thank you. Bye.